but yeah, I haven't had an encounter, and I would love to. I'm very open to it. I hope that's how I die.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, what a chair!
You see?
Amazing.
So,
Is it a Rolex chair?
it's a Rolex chair.
Amazing.
I watched the movie. I love alien movies, and it was so deep. The main lead, she's going through a lot, and
Mhm.
it mixed with the alien invasion. So, what were your inspirations to No One Will Save You?
I think it started with the character. Before I even knew there were aliens involved, I had this character that I knew had this backstory that we come to discover in the movie, and I knew was isolated from the town and was kind of living her life. And for a while, I was like, this is probably a really good Sundance indie drama. And then I think I can't remember when I was like, oh, and then aliens should ruin it. But I think I really like this idea of like, when the world ends, it's gonna end for everybody. And so this character that was so specific and had kind of worked so hard on cultivating this bubble for herself that was kind of very stylized and um manicured. Like, what happens when an alien just kind of comes in and ruins it, and then what happens next? And so it started with Bren and the character, and then kind of figured out, oh, like, this, I should put her in a alien movie because I had never seen something like that before. And then I don't know how my brain works, but it felt like those two things meshed really well. And which is, again, something I hadn't seen before. And I think as a filmmaker, I'm just always trying to give myself the movies, or make the movies that I feel like I want to go see.
And do you believe in aliens? Did you have any experience? Did you saw any
I
warps?
wish. I wish I had I have not had an experience. I feel like I live in hope of a paranormal experience, whatever it is. Like, I'd be thrilled to see Bigfoot. But I've never had it, and I think part of movies, even like the movies where this is a worst case scenario, alien invasion. Um, Part of it is probably just scratching that itch of like, why can't I see this? Like, I really do. So I do. I think I do. To answer your question, I do believe. I don't think they're probably like the aliens in this movie. Or if they are, hopefully they won't be mad at me after it comes out. But I think the universe is so big that there has to be another planet that at least has like alien guinea pigs running around or something. So, but yeah, I haven't had an encounter, and I would love to. I'm very open to it. I hope that's how I die.
I just saw this weekend one warp. It was far away, but it was in a plane. So I was so excited. I love this.
Oh,
And
amazing!
the
Jealous.
American government just confirmed there is warps or UFOs, but
Mhm.
they don't know if it's something terrestrial or extraterrestrial. Do you think the government does have a knowledge?
Yes. I think they must, or they have to know more than they're letting on. Although I will say, the idea was always like the presidents would be told if like there were aliens or not. And so I have a hard time imagining our last president being told if aliens were real or not, and him not telling everybody all the time. So that gives me pause, like maybe, or maybe they just didn't tell him. But the fact that we haven't had a good blabbermouth president just be like, "This is true," feels like, maybe they're just not telling the presidents. But you got to think that they know more than they're letting on. I mean, there was just a big bombshell interview today with Jackie Kennedy's Secret Service agent from the JFK shooting, where he had tons of information that we never had before. So I mean, it's like, you just got to assume there's a lot going on that we don't know about. And
And this week, too, Mexico scientists just released the alien mummy. They
yeah,
studying it, Did you saw that?
I
What do
sure
you think
did.
about that?
The thing about making an alien movie is I made a bear movie earlier this year, and I get every bear video I get sent to this day, and then aliens. Anytime there's an alien, anything, it's just a nonstop tweets and texts, and so I definitely saw the Mexican mummy babies.
And I grew up watching Find the Sky.
Yeah,
It terrifies me for life.
yeah, oh yeah.
And recently I watched The Fourth Kind with Mila Jovovich
Mhm.
too. So, what are your favorite movies of the genre? And what were your inspiration to compose this movie?
I grew up with like ET and movies like that, and then I would have been 7, and I remember going to the grocery store, and they had like a video rental section, and they had the Fire in the Sky poster in '93. It's such a great poster, but it lists like the date that it happened. So it's like November 5th. This is the abduction kind of thing. And my birthday was November 5th, and it terrified me. Like for whatever reason, my like 7-year-old brain was like, that's the day to get abducted, and it's my birthday. So Fire in the Sky was like the first, even without seeing the movie until like decades later, like I was really scared by that image on the poster and the fact that it was my birthday. So like I love Signs, I love War of the Worlds, both versions. Under the Skin is one of my favorite movies. Annihilation. I love Mars Attacks, both Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I mean, it goes on. Yeah.
What audience can expect from No One Will Save You?
A relentless thriller. Like it really is Caitlin Dever is such a remarkable actress and is such a, you know, she can do anything. And so having her in the movie is such a treat. It's such a powerhouse performance. And then, you know, 8 minutes in or whatever it is when the aliens show up, they don't really leave. Action scene after action scene after it's nonstop, and it's a hard 90 minutes that, you know, we really put Caitlin through the ringer.